Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to the start of this week's Fan Fridays on a Saturday, because whenever there's like crazy Pokemon news on a Friday, I will push back Fan Fridays, but don't worry, it will end up being there at some point for you guys. Fan Fridays will never go away, and I just wanted to pull up this comment because I think it's interesting. We got 14 upvotes on it. Now hate Venusaur because of the battle tree. So we have number 8. We have the 8th battle tree battle. Let's see how this goes. And apparently Venusaur does some terrifying things. Also, look at all those Pokemon. We have 3 starters, 3 Fire-type Pokemon, then just a Venusaur. So I imagine Chlorophyll, Sunny Day. This kid is bringing some advanced tech and some interesting... I don't even know. This is just going to be a wild battle. Also, all of his Pokemon are bigger than he is. So, ooh, interesting Overwatch names with the Symmetra and the Reaper. Do the names work? Kind of. So let's go and see the Mega Lucario definitely fits Reaper a lot more. And I guess because of projected barriers of like, you know, Prankster, Light Screen, Reflect on the Klefki, that does make sense. So not design-wise, they don't kind of, they don't have other, I was about to say they don't reflect it, but that's, you know, too much of a pun for me. However, we're going to be able to do massive damage with that Aura Sphere onto the Infernape. Infernape just goes down right there, but Fire Punch from the Magmortar will not trade the Lucario, but the burn. Oh, if that was old school burn, Lucario would be dead with that 1/8, but the 1/16 will be enough to survive. What I'll say is like, okay, maybe not the design wise, but at least what the Pokemon wants to do does fit the names right there. So good job, good job. We're going to the next level right here. And then Reaper with another Aura Sphere. So this one is going to be onto... Oh, I was about to say, it's going to be on the Typhlosion. Because I think that could have actually been a KO on a Typhlosion. But that is going to be a huge hit onto the Klefki. Klefki does survive it. And Lucario go... Oh, the burst... Oh, that's right. Flame Burst, like, splashes, doesn't it? That's some weirdness. That's a move you don't see every day. However, that will be a double KO right there. What can you do, though, when you lead 2 Steel into 2 Fire? The Battle Tree is just hacking right there. It sees 2 Steel-type Pokemon, and it has a team of 3 Fire types. So getting 1 KO is pretty solid. But now we have the Milotic, and then there's a Venusaur for that. So, shenanigans. And that is going to be a little bit of damage from the Comfey. As Typhlosion, that's the Sunny Day. So setting up the Sunny Day for the Venusaur, maybe understanding that Magmortar is going to die soon. So you get a couple of turns right there, and things are getting pretty crazy. Oh, man! That is some filth. Sunny Day into Berry. That Scald for a super effective hit does nothing. As Magmortar also has a... What is this team? What is this team? What is going on? What is going on? Also, Anna being the Comfey's name is kind of like the greatest thing ever because that is like pure support and healing incarnate right there. So, Typhlosion with the Solar Beam. Oh, no! Solar Beam on to the Diva, but it's not a lot of... Is this like tank Typhlosion? Why is it not doing any damage with like Flame Burst or anything? So the Scald, there we go. It's going to be a bit more damage. Ooh, did we get a critical hit right there? No. Typhlosion just going down without that Pasho Berry. I was about to call it the, like, Pasho Berry. It's weird. There's a lot of S's and H's, and you just say things. But that is going to be Milotic with the leftovers. A little bit of healing right there. I feel like that was way too much damage, even after the damage reduction. Because Sunny Day is still active. So, oh, wait, Helping Hand. Never mind. I'm dumb. Oh, no. Magmortar even has the Quick Claw, though. So we're going to see the Floral Healing. Pretty good combo right there. I do like that. Going to be able to heal up quite a lot onto the Milotic right there. Pretty substantial. And Magmortar with the Thunder Punch. Man, this thing just has coverage for everything. Thunder Punch, Fire hits. It's just wrecking face. There's the Confusion. Oh, no. Hits itself in Confusion. And Venusaur with the Toxic. There better be an aromatherapy or things are about to get pretty bad right here. So now what is even going to happen anymore? This is just a really strange battle all of a sudden. So we got a little bit of poison damage on to the Comfey, and then we have Milotic just kind of doing a thing. So that's pretty much it. Just spam that Floral Healing. Eventually you won't hit yourself in Confusion. Magmortar will die, and then the game should be a little more manageable right there. Sunny Day is still active. And that's a Confusion hit once again. Very unfortunate. Magmortar with the Confuse Ray onto the Comfey. I think that actually looks pretty sick. like, just blast the Confused Ray out of its cannon arms. It happens. And Venusaur with the Leech Seed. So it's like not even Chlorophyll Venusaur. Just has a sunny day there just so it can Toxic Stall with the Leech Seed. That is going to suck for the Comfey, though. Fortunately, not any damage done to the Milotic. And, yeah. Just Venusaur is going to eat that Leech Seed, get the poison down. And things are getting pretty... Like, okay, where's the win condition? Eventually, you'll hit the Magmortar, but then you don't have a lot of damage onto the Venusaur. And Venusaur is getting a lot of tankiness. But the Aromatherapy, it's there. That's good. We need a turn where the Milotic didn't get hit for a bit. And the Confusion's still active. Finally gets to do a move. Ice Beam onto the Venusaur. So it is carrying the Ice Beam. But yeah, it's not an insane amount of damage. I guess that was a Heat Rock. Oh no, and another burn from the Fire Punch. And is that a Lumberry? Or is that a Healing Berry? Oh, wow, nice. Alright, so we see the Citrus Berry onto the Comfey. Venusaur now has double Leech Seed. So yeah, that plus Synthesis makes me feel like the Ice Beam isn't going to do enough. Man, it's just so, it's so slow and janky with what's happening in this battle right here. Just a lot of confusion, random just status hacks, and now there's so many things flying across the field right now. Comfey can do the Aromatherapy, but it needs to do the Floral Healing first. And now Venusaur is almost back up to full health. Awesome. As we see a little bit of damage from the burn right there. And Magmortar gets the Quick Claw again. Alright, so that's going to be Confusion. And Comfey hits itself in Confusion. That is pretty... Yeah, it's going to be dead after everything else. So the Fire Punch onto the Comfey. Well, at least it's not hitting the Milotic right there. And that means Milotic is going to go and use the Ice Beam. So trying to take down the Venusaur. I would deal with the Magmortar because of that Thunder Punch. But Venusaur has the Toxic. That's going to be pretty bad as well. So we have Scald, Ice Beam, and stuff for the Milotic. And just leftovers. I mean, Milotic is enduring. Now we're at 2v1. Is this going to be just the sheer power of Milotic? And that's why I would have gone for the Skull, because like the Magmortar is very scary with that Thunder Punch. But now it's Poison on top of Leech Seed. Venusaur just refuses to die. If it has like a Troll Protect or a Troll Recover in there, that's going to be hilarious, except bad. So it is Rest on Milotic. I was guessing that, like if you just see the Ice Beam Skull, like Rest Sleep Talk, that seemed like where it was going. So maybe not too much worry with that Toxic, but the Leech Seed still sucks. Magmortar lands the Confuse Ray once again. Oh, it's just so much. Oh, just so much filth is just bouncing around, and there it is. Venusaur with the Synthesis back up to full health. Very, very tough to deal with right now. Oh my goodness, guys! I just looked down at the bottom screen. That's a lot of hate. So we are only in turn 10 right now. To give you an idea of all the status and the shenanigans that have been going on so far, this is turn 10 of 54. And Venusaur has the Ingrain. Leech Seed, Ingrain, Synthesis, Toxic Venusaur, new meta, OP, move over, Fury Cutter Venusaur. This is the new god of Pokemon right here. And the Leech Seed does the damage. So that's going to be Confusion. Milotic is confused, fast asleep. Alright. And uses a Sleep Talk. There we go. So, Sleep Talk finds Rest. Oh, unlucky. The one time the move lands, it doesn't do anything. The Thunder Punch, big hit onto Milotic. Venusaur can't do anything. The AI is programmed to not status while statused. It has Ingrain. It's at full hit points. So it just can't do anything else. That's going to be Leech Seed damage right there. And like this is just the worst feeling ever that, okay, I'm confused. It could just end here, but we know there's a lot more turns left. So that is going to be the Rest once again. And also forget about Thunder Punch on the Magmortar. That Confuse Ray seems to be even more annoying. But the Venusaur has no damage. Like, the Venusaur has no win condition onto the Milotic when you think about it, which is, again, why I would have tried to focus down the Magmortar. Because it just has Toxic, which can be healed up, and it has Leech Seed. Is this going to be a PP stall battle? Something tells me that if Venusaur is going to be on the field for 50 turns, it's going to be a PP stall battle. Oh, lordy. I'm just going to wait to see if the Magmortar goes down at some point. So, Milotic is asleep, gets to the confusion, has that sleep talk, and what is it going to grab? Grabs the most unlucky RNG ever. What? Oh, the Thunder Punch hits hard. Venusaur can't do anything. It's just the Magmortar damage. And the Magmortar is just getting the rest inside of the sleep talk. It's getting the confusion. It's like 1 in 3 chances to get completely screwed over, and it's happening every turn. Like 1 in 3 on the rest, or 1 in 3 on the confusion. Snaps out of confusion, though. Gets the sleep talk down. Are we finally going to see the shift? That is a Scald. That is a Scald onto the Magmortar. Magmortar finally goes down. And I imagine it's just going to be the same thing for a while. Venusaur might try to throw out Toxic. Milotic's just going to have to heal up. The Leech Seed isn't going to do anything. And the ultimate stall Battle Tree Venusaur. I'm just going to go and press a lot of buttons right now. So it's probably going to take a while, but let's just jump to like what? Turn... I think the turns are going to start going by pretty quick, but I'm going to skip to head to like turn 45 just to see. Like, I'd imagine that by the time Milotic has to rest or something, it doesn't even matter anymore. So we're going to hop ahead because it's going to take a lot of time to skip the video. And we are back. So I imagine that it's been effectively the same thing over and over. A Toxic will eventually force it out. The Leech Seed damage does add up. There's really nothing that happens. Poor Sleep Talk odds right there. And then because of the Synthesis, because of Leech Seed health, it doesn't even matter. Like, Venusaur is not budging at all. Venusaur did get burned from the Scald at some point. So I guess that's what you do. You just throw out the Scald. That was probably from a Sleep Talk. Eventually, I'd imagine Milotic is out of Ice Beams at this point. So there's nothing you can do. Ice Beam damage plus burn damage, not going to be enough, especially when it can... Yeah, it's just the PP stall. So I'm guessing that we're just going to win off the Milotic or something because of all that. And I guess that's what the last couple of turns are going to boil down to. But that's it, guys. Look at this. Ingrain, it offsets what's going on. Yeah, the Ingrain is going to offset the burn. So back up to full health right there. Then takes the burn, also grabs the Leech Seed. Burn applies at the end turn, so Venusaur is just perpetually at 5/16 health, and then Milotic is just asleep the whole time, which probably helps against the PP stall, because it uses the Sleep Talk, and that doesn't use up PP for that move, I believe. So then now we're out of Ice Beam, so we just have to use the Scald, and the Scald isn't really going to do much of anything, and then let's just see the average healing turn. So Scald landed, and then we're just going to see that's Leftovers, that's the Leech Seed, and going all the way back. It has to boil down to Struggle then, which means that since we are in turn 59 of 54, Venusaur should start struggling soon. Except it actually has Leech Seed. It has the nutrients. So even if it's struggling, it's going to take like 6 turns for it to go down to the Struggle. Yeah, Venusaur has no moves left. Uses the Struggle. Doesn't do any damage, but the war is over. I don't even know if it was worth it. Like, this is a battle that you just leave. You just run away from this battle, and then you try to get back up. This was only an 8-win streak on the doubles. Oh, dang, though. I imagine the other battles went pretty well. Like, remember, years ago, we led off with the Klefki and the Lucario, and I imagine if you keep Lucario safe on the battle tree, you can pretty much exploit it by just doing insane amounts of damage and one-shotting everything. But then the team was hate, the HAX was hate, just the unlucky rolls of the Sleep Talk were hate. The Struggle, though, that's adding up. That's doing some insane damage right there. It's amazing how, like, Struggle hurts the user so much. Yeah, I guess the burn's kind of offsetting that, and it's mostly just coming down to the amount healed off of the Leech Seed. We know this battle's over, guys, that eventually the Milotic just gets to rest whenever, and it doesn't matter how much damage that Venusaur deals with the Struggle or heals off of the Leech Seed. So, are we gonna watch the BM right there? No, Ice Beam. Oh! Holding on to an Ice Beam, getting big damage down, and Venusaur has no moves left, so that's going to be the Struggle. Yeah, the Ice Beam just wasn't enough until, I guess, it ran out of Synthesis, ran out of Toxic, just kind of spamming those moves that really don't matter anymore. And that's going to be the Leftovers, and then the battle should end finally. This battle made me numb. What a great way to start off Fan Fries, because you just kind of... You can't just be like, oh, no. It all just kind of adds up until you don't feel any feelings anymore. And that's the summary of this battle. It looks like we still got one more turn for the Venusaur, taking big damage off the Struggle, a little bit of damage from whatever, and then it will finally end. So do we even, I was about to say, do we even need to watch the ending? I know I'm just stalling for time at this point. Mostly because I don't want to just end the video, but if I skip ahead a turn, you know, I was 1 or 2 turn skips off. So we're just kind of stuck here for a while. Big damage. Oh my god. Venusaur's still alive, though. He's still got another turn. So surviving all that damage from the Ice Beam, all those struggles, just the Ingrain plus the Leech Seed is ridiculous. I'm actually wondering, what would happen if there was that situation in doubles where there was like 2 opponents that couldn't damage that couldn't damage a Leech Seed Pokemon anymore, so it just couldn't die off of the struggle. We almost saw that. Like, imagine if there wasn't a burn. That would be an extra 1/4 or like 1/16 hit points. So it would be able to just keep healing, and then it would never go down to the struggle. But there it is, guys. Venusaur's last stand goes down to the struggle. GG right there. Oh my goodness.